In come Derek Stilley, Gary Kenneth, Christian Calvenes, David Robertson, Mark Kerr, Craig Conway and Colin Samuel. Paul again, meanwhile, after the UEFA Cup victory, made 2 changes to his starting lineup. In came defender Sasa Papac, Bosnian replacing Karl Svensson, and Thomas Buffel came in for Chris Boyd, with many United fans glad to see the absence of Boyd with such a great goal scoring record against Dundee United. Davy Dodds in the stand to watch this one.
Looking as well as ever.
Alongside, well, not alongside, but also in the stands this afternoon, Lorraine Kelly. We'll be hoping to see a United victory this afternoon. Kenny Clark checks his watches. And Samuel and Robertson get the Craig Levein era underway at Tannadice. There is Craig Levein watching from the director's box this afternoon. Bergson looks for Buffel, but flags up on the near side.
Rangers fans disputing every call. Clearly off there.
I thought that one was a bit tight, but obviously you've got the better eye than me there, Gary.
Look at that, miles off.
At least half a yard in that one. Hutton with a long throw. Kraken gets the header in. Barry Robson can clear. Samuel get that one on the wind. There's Colin Samuel breaking forward. Rangers have a man down back at the byline.
I don't think you can blame Samuel. I don't think he realised, did he?
I think there weren't many who realised. I think Rangers fans were trying to bring it to the attention of the referee. It's Alan Hutton
he's just gone down awkwardly. Yeah, nothing.
Just landed awkwardly.
Yeah.
Not a lot of movement ahead of Christian Calvenes. Barry Robson makes the run. Instead, Norwegian went for Colin Samuel. He's come back to Greg Cameron. Diving challenge came in from Alan Hutton. There's Charlie Adam. And that was left his foot in there, Charlie Adam. That was an appalling challenge.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Calvenes could be seriously injured here. That was an appalling challenge from the young Rangers player.
Ooh.
Catching the top of Calvenes' foot. In fairness to Adam, he was maybe just trying to get the block in. Certainly looked at the time like he knew he was going to catch the Norwegian fullback.
I think David McCracken realises as well. I think we're doing well to get up from this one, Scott.
Jeff Clark tending to Calvenes.
Once again though, he really got stuck in there, the Norwegian.
I think Adam just frustrated with the challenge of Kenneth, and that doesn't look any better when you see it on camera from that angle. Cracking quickly into challenge Perso. Unless Robertson try and use the pace of Colin Samuel. Papac is with him. Bosnian just getting the foot in. Cameron into the feet of Colin Samuel again. A low cross from Samuel. Papac. Clearance almost going into his own net.
That's probably, for all Rangers possession, that has probably been the closest there's been to a goal. Inches, wasn't it?
Corner comes in. Challenge comes back to David Robertson with a drive. It's a great save from Alan McGregor.
What a save, what a shot as well.
David Robertson close to breaking the deadlock. Header came back to him, took a touch off of Barry Ferguson on the way.
You got to compliment the keeper, I think, for that save as well.
Conway gets the foot in. Cameron can clear. Looking for Samuel over the top again. Trinidad International gives chase. Controls. Comes back inside Papac. And Conway can try and get the cross in. Hits first man, and there goes the half-time whistle. Goalless at half-time. Craig Levein's side goes in on level terms. There's Goodwillie getting himself involved with the first touch. And that's played across for Barry Robson. Challenge came in from Alan Hutton. United get the corner. Robson just lining the shot up as Hutton came in with the challenge. Corner comes in, and that's straight behind the goal from Craig Conway. Danny. Straight to David Robertson though. Now Mark Kerr breaking towards the area, tries to get the cross in, and the header from Papach goes behind.
Good start to the half for United here. It's just exactly what Craig Levein would be wanting.
Mark Kerr driving forward. Earning United another corner. Conway with the corner again. It's near post flick on from David Robertson. There's a Lee Mayer actually. And a shout for handball went up. Nothing doing. Now Calvenis hooks that back in the area. Kenneth's on side. Tries to control it. Pershaw who gets back. And I thought it was United's goal.
Take the words out of my mouth there, Scott.
Corner came in. It did seem to hit the hand of Dado Pershaw as the ball dropped there. I think Pershaw was trying to get his hand out the way, but just off the knee onto the hand. Now Rangers come forward. United won't want to get caught in the break. It's Nacho Novo. Low cross, and the finish from Charlie Adam. 5 minutes into the second half, Rangers take the lead. And it's Charlie Adam, the goal scorer.
United just caught there. I mean, it had been, we'd said it, this was the worst time to lose a goal, and it was when United were putting all the pressure on.
Nacho Novo picked up possession in the United area. Low cross,
completely unmarked
between bodies. Novo and Adam just running onto it into the bottom corner. And now it's played through. It's a chance for Charlie Adam again. I think Stilly got a hand to it, maybe.
I think Derek Stilly did just enough there to stop the ball going in.
See the replay here. Played through. Charlie Adam just trying to lift it over Stilly. Stilly just did enough to get the hand on it. Dave McCracken following up, looking to get back on the line. Robertson finds Goodwillie. Dave Goodwillie with the dwell there. Find Robertson again, now looking for Barry Robson down the left. Hadn't got a foot in, but Robson picks up. Drives at the Rangers fullback, gets the cross in. Header came in from Craig Conway. Didn't get much on it though. Just glances out to play on this near side.
I think this could be the key for United, is getting back into this game. Robson up the left hand side, he's causing a lot of problems for the Rangers defence.
He's got that good cross in, Barry Robson that time. Conway up to try and make the challenge. Buffel. There's Smith. Given away by Rangers. Here's Goodwillie. Barry Robson's got room to motor down the left. Robertson and Goodwillie both in the middle. Conway looking to make a run as well. It's come back for Craig Conway. It's fired over the bar.
What a move. What a move.
Clear cut chance for Craig Conway. He knows it.
It's a great ball from Barry Robson. Perfect ball.
As you see the replay, Rangers making the change. Just Buffel being replaced by Boyd. And Robson managed to pick out the run of Craig Conway, left-footed from the winger, and that wasn't far over the top at all. By Robson. Swing this one into the area. He's looking for Gary Kenneth at the back post. Pershaw defends that one. United have another corner.
That was a cracking free kick.
There's nobody who'd love to see United get back into this more than Gary Kenneth. Craig Conway will take the corner once again. United bunching around the near post. Goes a bit deeper this time. McGregor tried to get the punch in. And it's going to be a corner at the other side this time. Once again, United with Mayer, McCracken and Kenneth all forward. Robson swings this into the back post. Gary Kenneth with a header. It's into the net. United get the equaliser. 31.5 minutes into the second half. It's Gary Kenneth who levels the scores up.
From a true United supporter, Scott. That was an excellent corner. Brilliant header. Did everything, kept it down.
Terrific header at the back post from Gary Kenneth. Deep corner came in. Kenneth was over the top of Pershaw.
I think, okay, over the piece, Rangers have had the bulk of the possession, but I mean, this half, I think United deserve that.
Now, here's David Goodwillie. David Robertson's making the run to come up with him. Goodwillie wants to go himself though. Shot comes across the face of goal.
What a difference a goal makes, eh?
No, there's somebody not far away from me who had a bet on Goodwillie being the first scorer this afternoon, but I'm sure that lost bet will mean nothing if he managed to get the winner.
Absolutely, Scott.
It's chipped in by Mark Carr. Stephen Smith gets a header in. Lee Mayer comes onto it. He won the ball. United still have possession. That's why it's been let go by Kenny Clark, I'm sure.
I think the contact was outside the box, which is lucky on the Rangers defender's part. Right?
Mayer's hobbling back to his position. He's out of position as Rangers break forward. It's Charlie Adam. Lays it off. Chris Boyd squares it. Flags up. Flags up.
How did Novo miss the target even though he was offside?
He's been guilty of missing the target so often this afternoon.
He wasn't off. He wasn't offside.
And that was a questionable decision to say the least. As it happened, didn't matter.
I mean,
outside the box. And I'm sure had that been inside the ref, surely.
Oh, it was a definite foul.
The fact that Conway still had the ball meant that advantage was played. It was the left foot of Barry Robson. I think United would have been quite happy with a free kick in that position. Here's Goodwillie, chips inside looking for Robson. Danny got that away. United get the free kick. Gary Kenneth again trying to G up the east stand as he comes forward. Conway plays it in. There's a header from Lee Mayer. United go in front. It's Lee Mayer.
Oh, that is absolutely superb.
With 8 minutes to go, it's Lee Mayer who gives United the lead. Celebrations over in front of the east stand.
Lee Mayer's put in a fantastic performance at the back, and I think he deserves it.
The free kick came in from Craig Conway. McGregor had edged towards his far post. And that allowed Lee Mayer to come in. Header found the target. McGregor just wrong-footed as he edged towards the far post. And delight from Lee Mayer as he went to celebrate in front of the east stand.
Oh, he enjoyed that, didn't he?
A long ball forward from Ferguson. We're in the final 10 seconds of added on time. Headed down and away from David McCracken. That surely will be the last chance. Whistles in his mouth. That's it. United have beaten Rangers. Terrific result for Craig Levein in his first game in charge. to David Robertson with a drive. Oh, challenge to Kenneth, and that doesn't look any better when you see it on camera from that angle. Once again, United with Mayer, McCracken and Kenneth all forward. Robson swings this into the back post, got it, Kenneth with a header, it's into the net. United get the equaliser. 31.5 minutes into the second half, it's Gary Kenneth who levels the scores up. Terrific header at the back post from Gary Kenneth. Deep corner came in, Kenneth was over the top of Pershall. Gary Kenneth again trying to G up the east stand as he comes forward. Conway plays it in, there's a header from Levein. United go in front. It's Levein.
Oh, that is absolutely superb.
With 8 minutes to go, it's Levein who gives United the lead. Celebrations over in front of the east stand.
Levein put in a fantastic performance at the back, and I think he deserves it.
The free kick came in to Conway. McGregor had edged towards the far post. That allowed Levein to come in. Header found the target. McGregor just wrong-footed as he edged towards the far post. And delight from Levein as he went to celebrate in front of the east stand.
Oh, he enjoyed that, didn't he? Look at the behind Alan McGregor's goal.
The east stand.
It's been a long time since that's
really jubilant. The whistle's in his mouth, that's it! United have beaten Rangers. Terrific result for Craig Levein in his first game in charge. United get the equaliser. United go in front. It's Levein.
Great feeling. I didn't normally score many goals even in training, so to get the win out was something special.
Gordon Strachan made one enforced change. Neil Lennon's red card on Saturday meaning he was suspended. Dutchman Evander Snow came in. Celtic still without Jan Vingegaard of Hesselink, so the front pairing remained unchanged. Jiri Jarosik partnering Maciej Zurawski. Craig Levein made two changes to the starting lineup. Stephen Robb dropped out through injury. David McCracken came in for him. Christian Calvin is a late call-off due to a sickness bug. Grant Smith, the other man to come into the side. He replaced David Goodwillie, with Colin Samuel moving to the central striking role and Barry Robson moving back to a wide area. Match referee today, Brian Winter. Played in by Robson, headed away by Jarosik. Craig Conway waits, tries to bring it down. Can he get the cut back in? He does. And McCracken couldn't quite control. Hesitation in the Celtic defence there though. United will be keen to capitalise on that and will take some heart from that move. There's Barry Robson again. Good work for Robertson to set him up. Robson fancying the shot from range, not quite finding his target. And there's Craig Conway. Stuart Duff thought about the overlapping run. Come back to Mark Kerr. Trying to find Barry Robson on the wing. Gets there via the head of Lee Naylor. And Muir with the cross. Here's a chance for the header. It's David Robertson, and it's a goal for United. 16 and a half minutes on the clock. David Robertson making the break from midfield once again. It's his third of the season. United, for the second time this season, go 1-up on Celtic.
Yeah, well, a good wee attack from United. A couple of crosses into the box, only half cleared by Celtic, but what a cross from Barry Robson, and beautifully timed run. Celtic offside trap all over the place, and beautiful header into the corner of the net.
And here's Samuel. Samuel takes Baldy for pace. Oh, Samuel proving a real live wire in the early stages here. Back to Grant Smith. Curled across to the far post. Barry Robson's there. The header back across. David Robertson's in again. Boruc this time with a punch. And Samuel. And not hold that up, Samuel. He's got it back to Barry Robson. Robson on the turn, and the shot is just over the bar. A hush of silence around Parkhead. Nudge on Barry Robson by Lee Naylor.
Yep, able to clear push. Not much in the way of dissent from the Celtic fans either. A good opportunity.
Just setting the ball. Celtic fans unhappy over the time that the United captain is taking. Eventually waved on by Brian Winter. Plays the free kick in towards the back post. Conway's coming around the back, but it's easy for Boruc to catch. Snow. Robson bites into the challenge against Evander Snow. United come away with it as Grant Smith lines up the shot. Again, a hushed, eerie atmosphere around Parkhead. The Celtic fans know that United are creating more than they'd like to see from the midfield. Parker plays it long, looking for Zurawski. Himself isolated against Gary Kenneth here. Play beyond his years from Gary Kenneth there. Just waited and waited, didn't commit to an early challenge. Robson just looking to play the ball into the corner there. And Robson helps that one on. There's Samuel. Assistant's flag goes up. Naylor adjudged to have brought down Samuel. Free kick in a decent place for United.
Yeah, a nice play there. Robertson breaking up the right, and then good play from Kerr. I think Robson with a wee flick pass, good turn from Samuel.
Robson again places the ball, again Mayer, Kenneth and Kraken all forward. Robson with a cross, it's Kenneth at the back post, target, comes back, shot from Conway, it breaks for Samuel! It's 2-0! United double the lead! Colin Samuel rolls away in celebration.
Well, would you believe it? It certainly wasn't one straight from the training ground, I don't think, but it's in the back of the net, and Arabs are absolutely delirious over to our right. I think cross just a little bit overhit from Robson. Kenneth did brilliantly just to keep it in play. I think Conway knocks it across goal and Samuel just stabs it into the corner of the net. I think there's a defender on the post, but he just drifted a yard or so wide. He just sneaks into the corner of the net, and well, certainly game on for United now.
Just over the hour mark, and Celtic have used all three substitutes. Robson gets it back to Smith. Smith on the volley. Offside flag goes up in any case. Anyway. And Kerr does well to win that one. David Robertson picks up. Samuel. Back to Robson. Cross comes in to the back post. Flag had gone up, it won't count. It was Grant Smith who'd made the run to the back post. Flag up early from the assistant.
Well, I thought that was an extremely tight call as well. Good play against United, and once more it stems from United picking up the sort of 50-50 balls in midfield.
Robson finds Snow. Smith again closing down Evander Snow quickly. And gets it back out to Riordan. And Nakamura. Miller. Right through the run. He uses it as a decoy. Feeds it into Nakamura. Now the chance. Riordan with a shot. Tremendous fingertip save from Derek Stilley.
Well, the best move of the game from Celtic there. Intricate one-touch passing inside the box, but a fantastic save from close range here from Derek Stilley.
Nakamura trying to get beyond Mark Kerr. Then United player sticking to his task. A little bit of a check on Nakamura, who took his time over going to ground, but foul given by the referee and a yellow card for Mark Kerr. He's moving Craig Conway back 10 yards. And the ball comes in. There's a chance for Celtic, and that's a goal back. United guilty of losing their man in there. And in the end, it was a free header. The deficit reduced. 13 minutes remaining at Celtic Park. Snow and Riordan back from Nakamura. Shot from the Japanese international. A glorious lob from Shunsuke Nakamura. And as has so often been the case for United, the first goal sees the heads go down, and within the space of 2 minutes, Celtic from 2 goals down pull themselves level. And Nakamura's lob. Barry Robson needs to get himself out of trouble here. Lee Naylor with a reaction to Robson. Free kick given out by the referee for what appeared to be absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he's given it for handball, but it was just not a handball.
Robson picks up a yellow card for his reaction. And he's rightfully frustrated by that decision from Brian Winter. Colin Samuel controls that one from Kenneth. Wants to make up ground, but wasn't aware of Evander Snow making the run. Celtic with a chance to break forward. Kenny Miller's onside, still he comes, still he makes the challenge. Riordan with a chance. It's off the post. Let off for United, it's gone wide. Goal kick awarded. Derek Riordan hitting the post deep and added on time.
Unbelievable last couple of seconds there. United desperately looking for the offside flag to go up. It didn't. Still, he did brilliantly to come from his lane and block. Rebound followed up by Riordan off the inside of the post, all the way along the goal line and just out for a goal kick.
As we head towards the final whistle, Stuart, quickly, who's your man of the match today?
Well, we're going to leave 10 disappointed players picking out one as man of the match, but I think, especially for his first half performance, Colin Samuel just shades it.
So once again, United don't get the victory at Celtic Park. It will stretch to beyond 14 years, but a highly credible performance put up by United this afternoon. So once again, as they did last season, United get a draw at Celtic Park. They've ended Celtic's 100% home record in the league this season. The final score, Celtic 2, Dundee United 2.
So this afternoon's match against Aberdeen, Christian Calvin has again missed out, this time through a slight knee injury. So United unchanged from the side that drew 2 each at Parkhead. Jimmy Calderwood's Aberdeen side showed 2 changes from the team which beat Kilmarnock 3-1 on Boxing Day. Russell Anderson, the captain, missing out. So too Barry Nicholson. They were replaced by Xander Diamond and Gary Dempsey. Lee Miller returning to Tannadice, trying to prove a point. Match referee was John Underhill.
I'd like to say United have started really well.
Smith's playing that through Colin Samuel with a chance to use his pace. He gets beyond Constantine. Colin Samuel, he's surely pulled to ground. That's a questionable decision, you have to say.
I'll tell you what there, Scott, there's no doubt there's a pull on Colin Samuel there. The assistant referee is 15 yards from that up with play. He should be getting involved there and telling the referee. Referee 45 yards behind play there, which in itself you could argue is unacceptable, but the assistant should be definitely getting involved there. Stonewall penalty.
Miller to Mackey, he's got Maguire with him on the left. Miller's made up ground, he's looking to go past Kenneth himself though.
Good challenge, you got a touch on the ball there.
Well defended. Now Lee Miller down the right flank, tries to go past David McCracken. Doesn't win the decision. Looking to buy the free kick by running into the back of David McCracken there. Now Severin. Mackey back to Severin. Left foot shot. Tipped over the bar from Derek Stilley.
I'll tell you what, Scott, 15 minutes in and it's just warming up nicely now, isn't it?
Obviously the fear from our point of view, standing up here, Joe, is that United have made all the running so far. Aberdeen still coming forward. Foster with a touch on, Lee Miller with a shot. Tremendous save from Derek Stilley.
I'll tell you, Scott, I watched Foster there ghosting into the box, and I watched 2 United defenders just stand and let him run past them. You know, the cross then came in, it was a miss-hit cross, basically. It landed perfectly for Foster. He flicked it on and Miller couldn't have caught it, but he probably caught it too well, you know, and he's hit it right at Stilley.
On that one, the reaction save. Sight we've seen a number of times at Tannadice. Lee Miller on the ground. This time he gets the free kick.
He's actually, you know, he was quite clever there, Scott. He ghosted down behind Gary Kenneth, managed to get his shoulder in front of him as soon as Gary applied any pressure. And he went down. Aberdeen now got a free kick just right of centre. 25-30 yards from goal. Excellent precision.
The options. 4 players standing over it. Clark, Dempsey, Severin and Maguire all there. Looks like it might be the right foot of Dempsey who strikes it. It's off the bar, still he touched onto the bar. Was it over the line as it came down? No, says the official.
Scott, I'll tell you something there, right? Derek Stilley has made a save there with his elbow, with his face pointing away from the ball. He's not known nothing about it, he's stuck his arm up, he's made a great save. It's went out for a clear corner kick, and the assistants managed to give United a goal kick.
Smith with a flick on Samuel, lining up the shot at the turn, it comes through almost. And now Robson with a chance for the shot! So close to the opener.
You know what, Barry's so clever in these situations. The ball drops him on the edge of the area. You know, he plays it across the defender, encouraging the challenge. Defender has to pull out. He's then free to shoot the shot. Bends in a 20-yarder, left-footed curling just past the post. Scott, you know, we're always going to look at these things. A slight bias. Scott, is there any midfielder in the country at the moment playing anything close to the performances of Barry Robson?
It's difficult to think on, it has to be said. He just seems to be involved in everything for United in recent weeks, whether it be on the right or on the left flank or through the middle. Samuel touches it back to Robertson. Now Barry Robson once again with a chance to run at Ricky Foster. Gets into the area, shot on the right foot from Barry Robson. So close.
You know, I'm at the stage now, Scott, where I almost want to run on the park and give Foster a cuddle. He's getting such a hard time from Barry Robson over there.
Do you really?
No, I don't actually.
Robertson. Samuel. Got a chance to go himself here, Colin Samuel. Held by Langfield. Kenneth. The trailing leg of Gary Kenneth catches him. That'll be a yellow card for the United defender. Aberdeen fans maybe just sensing the side in the ascendancy again. Played across the face, a goal! And at the far post, it's Scott Severin who gives Aberdeen the lead. "56 minutes on the clock. It's Scott Severin's third goal of the season. The standing captain makes it Dundee United 0, Aberdeen 1. There, into Colin Samuel. Samuel gets the byline, fizzes it across the face of goal. Here's Craig Conway with the chance. He needs to go to the byline as well, can't cut it back. I just wonder whether that first half chance was playing on his mind a little bit.
Well, Scott, hindsight being a great thing, but you see it there, the minute he decided to go to the byline, it was the wrong choice.
There's Barry Robson. There's Stuart Duff. Finds Conway. Conway inside, flashes it indoors the near post, but doesn't give Samuel much of a chance. He does have a fiery temperament, Steve Lovell. Robson battling for it. A lovely little back heel over the head from Mark Kerr. Chris Clark gave away the foul, then trod on David Robertson as the ball went out.
Robson done very well there. It was a 50-50 ball and he managed to get his foot in front of Clark. Brought the challenge in. Just looking there, Gary Kenneth conducting the East Stand player.
The Arabs in the East Stand responding. Noise levels up the notch or twos. Barry Robson curls this one in. Colin Samuel with the header. It's an equaliser for United.
Great goal, great cross in. Colin Samuel header, 8 yards out, brilliant.
Aberdeen's lead lasted only 5 minutes.
Game on.
Colin Samuel's header from Barry Robson's free kick. Parity restored. The score: Dundee United 1, Aberdeen 1. Dempsey comes forward, told to get up by the referee. Now Robson. Great ball from Barry Robson to find space for Craig Conway to run into. Conway goes beyond Michael Hart, who's already been booked. Aberdeen down to 10 men. Michael Hart's second yellow card. 2 fouls on Craig Conway, 2 bookings. No argument about either.
Scott, there is absolutely no argument. I mean, that is a yellow card offence every single time it happens.
And Robson both in the box. And Mayer making up ground, he wins a knockdown. Mark Smith competing in there as well. Mayer stabs it wide to Robson. Barry Robson plays the pass, then gets brought down by Dempsey. Free kick in prime Barry Robson position. And the captain steps up, hits it. Lost by Langfield. United not able to get the final touch. They've still got it though. Chipped across to the far post. Langfield comes this time and claims. And then a little elbow into Lee Mayer. Xander Diamond stayed down.
I'll tell you what, Scott, I was going to make a joke before the free kick was taken, saying that he'd probably better aiming it right at Langfield. As the ball dropped out of his grasp there, I had a small chuckle to myself, but just unfortunate. Some great defending from Aberdeen.
Samuel wants to turn. Barry Robson controlled the ball, then looked to be barged over. Another decent penalty claim, Joe.
It's it's one of them, Scott, that if it happens for your team, you're crying for it. If it happens against your team, you're saying don't be silly. You know, there's contact there. I don't think the guy will want to try to play him down. Outside the box, I think the referee may have been inclined to give it though.
The ball down the line. Goodwillie was in. That's the penalty this time. David Robertson got in front of Jamie Langfield. Keeper wasn't aware, committed himself to a challenge. Robertson got there first. United have given away penalties in recent games at Tannadice. This time they've got one of their own. Barry Robson's had a few long range efforts. Now he strikes a penalty.
Yes!
And that's the lead for United. The skipper's done it again. A little under 10 minutes remaining. We've got the lead. It's United 2, Aberdeen 1.
Fully deserved, Scott. You know, since going behind United, have reacted very positively. Great goal by Samuel. You know, they've kept attacking, We've got the goal now. Come on, let's go on, United.
Barry Robson, 6th of the season. He's made one, now he's scored one. With 9 minutes left on the clock. United have come from behind and now have the lead against 10 men Aberdeen. As it is, they look to be heading back up the A90 without anything from this afternoon. Barry Robson finds Goodwillie, flag stays down. David Goodwillie with a chance to run through on goal, tries to go past Considine. Again, good defending from the young Aberdeen man. Samuel offside. Aberdeen break forward again.
Good defending by David McCracken.
McCracken and Mayer snuffed it out. Now Barry Robson goes past the prone Severin. Robson with a shot. So close to a crowning moment for Barry Robson.
And when he comes off the park, Rapman Cotton Wilton in his game, please, eh?
Greg Cameron stripped in the United technical area. Craig Levein maybe just wanting to use up a few seconds with a substitution. Great work from Goodwillie. Here's Colin Samuel. There's 3 against 1 for United. Samuel turns inside, applies the final touch with the left foot. What a goal! Tremendous finish from Colin Samuel. Jamie Langfield's appealing with the linesman to change the offside rule. Samuel was clearly onside, played in by Goodwillie. For a minute you wondered what he was doing, drawing the defender, turning inside him, but Sammy knew and he put the ball in the corner.
There was an option there from Scott, as you say, you know, as he took the ball under control. Barry Robson had timed his run perfectly, he was onside asking for the ball. Sammy cut inside, you know, and there was that feel and you thought, no, but I mean, what a finish. Brilliant. I mean, it's been a great game today. Great comeback from United, and you know, it's icing on the cake.
United will make the change before the restart. David Robertson limps off the field to be replaced by Greg Cameron. Aberdeen fans heading for the exits. And surely the final touch from Colin Samuel will virtually be the final touch of the match. We've now played the 2 added on minutes.
You know, full credit, Scott, to Aberdeen. They've came here and made it a really great game today. But you know, we've showed we're a match for, you know, every team, the foreign teams, the team at the top of the league. So long may it continue. Great to watch.
Aberdeen still fighting. Here's Chris Clark. Gets it across. Gary Kenneth there again. Certainly, if that hadn't gone to plan for Colin Samuel, I wouldn't have liked to have been Sammy when he saw Barry Robson at final whistle.
Yeah, definitely, Scott.
Back with Considine. Offsides flag up. Alexander Diamond needlessly runs into Derek Stilley.
You know, I'm looking around the stadium at the moment, Scott, and the United supporters are thoroughly enjoying it. They're very enthusiastically applauding. Excuse me, they're very enthusiastically applauding the United team. And the Aberdeen fans are queuing up in their droves to get out of the stadium.
George Foxstand up on their feet across from us. There goes the final whistle from John Underhill. It's a tremendous performance from United. A hugely entertaining game. Goalless first half. In the second half it was Aberdeen who struck first. Dempsey's free kick met by Severin at the back post. But United soon got back into it. 5 minutes later, Barry Robson's free kick. Colin Samuel with a towering header into the back of the net. Then David Robertson nipped in front of Langfield. He got the penalty. Barry Robson drove it home. David Goodwillie found Colin Samuel, who ran the length of the pitch from the halfway line, turned inside the defender and buried it in the bottom corner. Great result for United. Tremendous performance. And the final score at Tannadice: Dundee United 3, Aberdeen 1. Hearts interim head coach Anatoly Korobochka made 5 changes to the Hearts team. The men coming in: Ibrahim Tal, Jose Gonçalves, Saul Michaelunas, Michael Pospisil and Bruno Aguiar. The men making way: Thomas Kinskelskas, Lee Wallace, Kestitis Ivaskevicius, Callum Elliott and Larea Kingston. Craig Levein making only 1 change to the United side that drew against Motherwell last week. David Robertson restored to the starting 11, Morgado Gromas dropping to the bench. Match referee for this one was Craig Mackay. Back to McCracken, struggled to keep his footing there, Dave McCracken. Got the pass away to Calvinus, who's found Rob. Rob and Cal is trying to exchange passes. There's a pull back on Stevie Rob by Ibrahim Tal. Wilkie and McCracken both forward. John Daly also a possible target. Dylan flights it in, Gordon comes, and keeper always the favourite there. Throw out to Michael Pospisil. Still he comes to clear the danger. Vera has to get the head in there. Stop John Daly getting onto it. Daly then a little bit late in the challenge. With Jose Gonçalves. Gonçalves just back this afternoon from injury. And it's an early word of warning for the United striker. United have the throw. Dylan, Mark Kerr is shown for him. Dylan into the area. Robson will look to flick it on. And good closing down by John Daly. Here's Rob. Chance here for Noel Hunt. It's driven across the face of goal. Gordon down to it well. See Rob playing it through to Noel Hunt. Couldn't get it beyond Craig Gordon. Rob staying tight to Tal. Pospisil looking to turn away from McCracken. Gets the cross in. Derek Stilley had to turn it over the bar. Just caught for a split second there, Stilley. I thought it might just go over his head. Did the right thing though, instead of trying to make the catch. Just cleared the danger. McCracken plays it long towards John Daly. Came off a bad run. There's Hunt at the back post. It's come off the woodwork. Noel Hunt so close to giving United the lead. The ball bounced in the area. Free kick was aimed for John Daly. Berra got the touch in front of him. It bounced in behind. No, Hunt's so close there to the net. Blowing behind Derek Stilley. Curl and Wynn to deal with maybe with an effort on goal. Fabiar who steps up and a bit of pushing and shoving going on there. You see the men being pulled over. It's Ibrahim Tal, certainly the Hearts player that was involved there. And David Robertson, the United man involved. And it's a red card for both. Unbelievably, both teams down to 10 men, 33 minutes on the clock. I didn't see what occurred. The free kick went well over the bar. There was certainly an off the ball incident. crossed in, Robson gets the header in. Daly and Better are battling. Wilkie stride to side. Great play from Lee Wilkie. Now Daly. He's got Rob to his left. Stevie Rob. Got Gonzalez coming across. Gets the cross in. It's deflected. Daly going in. Gordon with a punch. Just looked like it was going to open up for a split second for United there as John Daly got the ball. Gonzalez stood off him. Lee Wilkie was making the run. Nothing came of it. Now Calvinus is it forward to Rob again. Faced by Zaliukas. Just to wait. Comes back for Kerr. Plays into the box. Nobody was making the run across. Hearts have had more of the territorial advantage at the start of the second half. Another corner played in by Bruno Aguiar. Headed away by Lee Wilkie. Drops for Pilibaitis on the volley. Terrific save by Derek Stilley. Launched himself full stretch onto his left to parry that one wide. Kraken able to clear. Hunt flicks it inside. Stevie Rob. Hunt's making up ground on the right if Rob can see him. Rob's head down, but he finds Barry Robson. Chance for United. That's the opener. 6 minutes into the second half. Terrific passing move from United. And it's the skipper Barry Robson with his 10th of the season. Move started with Noel Hunt on the right. Picked up from McCracken's ball forward. He played it inside to Stevie Rob. Hunt was screaming for the return ball. Rob waited and waited for the run of Robson. Played it inside the fullback. And Barry Robson made no mistake to finish across Craig Gordon into the far corner. And with 51 minutes gone, it's Heart of Midlothian 0, Dundee United 1. Zaliukas and Berra forward. Igor swings it in. It's a poor one again. Straight to the first man. And Mark Kerr able to clear. Hunt. Quick switch of play. Stephen Robs got some space. Daly's in the middle. Hunt's making up a lot of the ground at the back post as well. It's inside to Barry Robson. Robson pausing. Finds the ball through for Hunt. Should have done better. Clear sight of goal for Noel Hunt. Found bags of room inside the area. His first touch controlled it, and sliced shot from Noel Hunt wide a goal. Carr just opened it out. Calvin is on the gallop. Rob with the back heel. Calvin is overlaps, gets the cross in. There's John Daly. Never looked comfortable taking that one. First time cross from Calvin as Daly running onto it. Couldn't direct on the goal. Still plays it forward. Hunt wins the flick on above Gonsalves. Daly squares it. Here's Robson. 2-0. Barry Robson once again missed out the Scotland squad in midweek. Making a point to Alex McLeish. 2 goals from Barry Robson. And with 14 minutes gone in the second half, it's Heart of Midlothian 0, Dundee United 2. It was so easy. Long ball. Hunt won the flick on. Daly controlled it, waited for the run of Robson, who was untracked. And Robson just stepped through, slotted it through the legs of Craig Gordon. Great finish from the United captain. It's his 11th of the season. Gonsalves wins the header. Hunt tried to play it on as it came down. Came back off Gonsalves. Bouncing around the midfield. Eventually it breaks for Kerr. Spreads out wide for Stephen Rob. Rob looks to attack Karapidis. Goes to the byline. Squared. Hunt! It's in! Noel Hunt will claim it. 3-0 to United. "20 minutes remaining at Tynecastle. That will surely seal the points for Craig Levein's team. Coming back to Tynecastle for the first time since leaving to join Leicester City. Levein looks to be heading back up to Dundee with the points. Noel Hunt back on the score sheet. And with 70 minutes gone, it's Heart of Midlothian 0, Dundee United 3. Well, the 2 red cards in the first half certainly have favoured United more, giving them more room to play their natural passing game and enjoy the benefit of an improved playing surface. And the only thing that's been lacking in recent weeks has been the taking of some of the half chances that have come United's way. That's changed this afternoon. The man who's played a part in 2 of those goals, Stephen Robb, is going to leave the field to be replaced by Colin Samuel. Robson plays a free kick short to Kerr. Robson again. Kerr gets the cross in to the back post. Daly heads it back in the middle. Wilkie! So close to a 4th. Noel Hunt was sliding in there initially. Gordon got the touch, it came back. Wilkie trying to get his foot round the defender to knock it home. Samuel picks up. Lays it forward for Robson. Daly in the middle. Hunt making his way into the area as well. Barry Robson still got the ball at his feet. He might fancy an attempt at the hat-trick! Terrific finish from Barry Robson. It's a 4th for United. A hat-trick for the captain. It's gone as well as any United fans could have hoped. 12 minutes remaining. It's turning into a rout. Hearts 0, Dundee United 4. Well, Samuel played the ball through for Robson. Cut inside onto his right foot and from the edge of the area. Again the shot across. Craig Gordon found the bottom corner. 12 for the season for Barry Robson. And it's Hearts 0, United 4. Jankowskis. There's Samuel. Jankowskis with a late lunge. Samuel runs at Karapiris. Checks back on his right foot. Samuel with a shot. Gordon gathers at his near post. United will make the change. Noel Hunt was stretching his calves a minute ago in front of the technical area. Put in a great shift again this afternoon, Hunt. The goal to take him to 9 for the season. The 24-year-old Irishman can be proud of his work on St Patrick's Day. He'll be replaced by young Keith Watson, 17-year-old making his 2nd appearance for the top team. United will want to hold out for that clean sheet. He's taken left-footed, just wide of the post. Good attempt from Andrew Driver. Still he was scampering across. He was concerned, but the ball ended up the wrong side of the post. And there goes the full-time whistle. A great result for United. 4 goals in the second half, 3 of them from Barry Robson, the other one from Noel Hunt. Hearts never in it after the break. Both sides reduced to 10 men in the first half. An off-the-ball incident between Ibrahim Tal and David Robertson. With a full-time score at Tynecastle. Heart of Midlothian 0, Dundee United 4. Craig Levein had 3 suspensions to deal with Christian Calvin, David Robertson and Noel Hunt all ruled out. The men coming in, Morgado Gomez at the midfield, Colin Samuel played the wide right role. Keith Watson was due to come in for Calvin but injured himself in the warm-up, so Stuart Duff came in at late notice. 4 changes for Celtic. Out go Mark Wilson, Stephen McManus, Yuri Jarosik and Kenny Miller. The men in for them, Gary Caldwell, Darren O'Day, Aidan McGeady and Yen Vinegar of Hesselink. Today's referee was Ian Brines. Battle of the huddles before we kick off. Now McGeady. It'll be interesting to see how the likes of Aidan McGeady and Shinsuke Nakamura cope with the Tannadice pitch this afternoon. Duff heads away the cross. Here's Caldwell. Gary Caldwell looking to get the cross in. Stilly with the punch. Falls nicely for United. There's Rob.
We've seen it again there. Oh, sorry. A very favourable decision there, Scott. We've seen it again there with Stephen Robb. You know, the manager spoke about it in the last few weeks. Away from home and on good surfaces, he's getting the ball down and playing slightly more difficult on the surface here.
It was nicked away by Venegura, from Venegura Hesselink by Mark Kerr. United with a chance to try and build something. Gomez's ball behind Stuart Duff. The Frenchman gets it back. Looking for Samuel, who just made his run slightly too early. United, who have led against Celtic in both meetings so far this season, and yet to take a win out of it. Got a draw at Parkhead. 2 late goals brought Celtic back into it. Here's Duff. Looking for Daly. Drops, there's a chance. John Daly couldn't wrap the left foot round it. Barry Robson quickly in on Neil Lennon. It was well won by the United skipper over the Celtic counterpart, and then a silly challenge by Aidan McGeady coming from the wrong side.
I think McGeady's challenge here, he's still going on about a challenge on himself a couple of minutes ago, which you noticed, Scott. You know, there wasn't much in it, probably a free kick. He's now given the referee, you know, there's been 2 to United since that, it's not been no any worse.
And again, an opportunity for a delivery into the box. Woki's gone forward. Woki and Daly at the back post to aim for. Robson swings it in, not enough height on it. O'Day clears, and Mark Kerr. Boric looked to be panicking a wee bit. The shot went away. It looked like it was going to be quite comfortable for Celtic. Might have been deceptively close, that one.
It would have been, I think that would have been filed under the Moosey Crawler category, Scott, if that had went in.
Celtic look to create something. Naylor out to McGeady. Naylor again. Nakamura's drifted across to the left. He's off for Beattie. Now Nakamura again. A space to pick out a cross. And Venegura Hesselink should have done better at the back post. Dave McCracken got a touch in front of him. Daly with a flick on. Robson turns away from Hartley, gets the shot in. It's come off Boric, there's nobody there. Samuel was making the run in, it had gone the wrong side.
You know, Samuel done well, he done what a striker should do and he made the run in. Unfortunately the ball spun to the left as he chose to run to the right of Boric.
Right to pick up possession, Rob inside. Robson. Gomez gives it back to Barry Robson. Here's the vision to pick out Stuart Duff on the left. Duff low into the area. Presley just launches it clear. You see Paul Hartley trying to inject a bit of work rate into Celtic.
Some good football from United at the moment, Scott.
Daly lets it come through to Stevie Robb. Robb with a cross. Presley gets his head to it first. And again it's slacked by Celtic, given away. Mark Kerr chips into the area, too close to the keeper. I really don't want to tempt fate, but we've not really seen anything of Venegura, Hesselink and Beattie yet. There's Stevie Robb. It's a good ball in on top of Boris, it's off the bar! So close to the opening goal. Very quickly Arthur Boric looked totally stranded there.
Once again, Lady Luck hasn't shined on with Scott. You know, John Daly's been running in there and the balls came off the bar and drifted a foot to the left of him.
Throw into Robson, cut back. There's back for Samuel. Colin Samuel! Perhaps the best chance of the first half falls away of Colin Samuel.
You know, if you want to take the critical approach, Scott, he's 17 yards out there and he's not hit the target. You know, but he's shaped to go across the goalkeeper and cut it back across him and he was unlucky.
United will be looking to try and keep up the performance levels that they put into it in the first half. I thought McGeady would have been offside there.
David McCracken who played the ball back down.
Caldwell's clearance blocked by Samuel. Daly gets it back to Carr. Now Gomez. Here's Stuart Duff. Celtic just hoist it clear. Beattie.
It was almost like a game of chess between the assistant there and Colin Samuel.
I have to say, I'm sure United would rather that Samuel just let it run out for a throw than.
This is one of these situations where the delayed flag that the assistants are asked to use. Scott, you know, he could have sort of give Colin Samuel some sort of signal to say, if you go for it, you're offside. You know. And Colin had 3 or 4 looks at him there. Thought, well, the flag's not going up, it'd be as well going for the ball.
McCracken with a challenge. Anagura Hessling again going to ground. This time he gets the free kick.
There wasn't much in that there, Scott. You know, Venagura Hessling's led with his arm into the challenge. McCracken's put his arm on top of his. The Celtic crowd have appealed as one, and Ian Brines has reacted.
Well, I was guilty of a bit of ball watching, and when I looked up, all I saw was Venagura Hessling's elbow up around the face of McCracken, who won the header. There may well have been some foul before that. Well, as we saw in the first half, Venagura Hessling, for a man of his size and strength, seems to be quite interested in winning these set pieces this afternoon.
I think when you've got someone with the ability of Nakamura in your team, why not?
And then Shinsuke Nakamura. Derek Stilley rooted to the spot. And Nakamura scores his 5th goal against United this season. 3 minutes into the second half. All the good work United put into the first half totally wiped out now. And it's a desolate Derek Stilley that looks on. He's rooted to the spot as Nakamura flighted that free kick over the wall. McCracken, now Samuel. Control this one and run it. Gary Caldwell. Nakamura's track back. Gomez finds Stuart Duff. Cross comes in. Robson with the flick on. There's John Daly. He's offside. Offside flag was up straight away from the assistant on the far side. And Barry Robson won the flick on. And Robson making the point that to Ian Brines that he received a shove in the back as he flicked it on. Now Carr picks up. That's Barry Robson. Step onto it. Stevie Robs there as well. Now Carr. Back for Robson! Boris scrambling across his goal. He wasn't confident he'd get there. Unfortunately, it just fell the wrong side of the post.
I think what you said there's correct, Scott. If that had went inside the post, I don't think the Celtic goalkeeper was getting there. Fortunately for United, it was 5 or 6 inches to the outside of the post.
Nakamura gets the break and again wins a very, very cheap free kick. It was right in front of the assistant who kept the flag down until he heard the referee's whistle.
You know, more than keeping the flag down, I was watching the assistant. There was a trip there, you know, it was an accidental trip, but he actually looked across the referee, shook his head, said no. The referee overruled him, and then the flag went up. You know.
Well, United have lost the only goal of the game so far from a soft free kick. And we're hoping lightning doesn't strike twice. So Nakamura will play the cross in left-footed. It's defended well by David McCracken. In fact, to do an injustice to John Daly it was who was back there doing the defending. Hartley just gets the pass away before he was closed down by Gomez. And Nakamura to Zaravsky. Nakamura once more.
Venagura Hesselink off to McGeady. Venagura Hesselink again. Right across the face of goal. Probably the best move we've seen from Celtic. It's taken them till the 72nd minute to produce it. Free kicks played in. Good Willie. It's being pulled as the ball went in. Celtic with a chance to break. Nakamura. The United ball. Clearly came off the Celtic man. The assistant got that spot on. Kept in by Sean Dillon. Dave Goodwillie makes the run. Gets it to feet. Now Stevie Robb. Cross blocked. Close range. Bounce to Steve Zaravsky. United win it back. Celtic fans admitting that the correct decisions of throw-ins to their opponents is the cause of their paranoia. Samuel gets it round the corner for Duff to run onto, and it's a disappointing cross from Stuart Duff in the end.
Once again, Scott, you know, it's the final ball today. It's not really been up to standard.
It's McGeady who wins it back for Celtic. Inside to Caldwell. Caldwell just threw his body in front of Mark Kerr as the ball bounced. The assistant said that was worthy of a free kick to United. The free kick doesn't come to anything, and O'Day wins possession back instantly. Barry Robson is going to get sent off here. A headbutt from Robson into Lee Naylor. The assistant's flag went straight up. I thought he'd maybe been fortunate enough to do it on the blind side of the referee. The two were squaring up to one another, and from the moment the assistant's flag went up, I'm convinced there's going to be no other decision here but a red card for the United captain. Neil Lennon, as usual, wants to get involved in the situation. And both players being called across by Ian Brines. And it's a yellow for Naylor and a red for Robson. Well, could United come up with an unexpected equaliser? A man short, or halfway through injury time. There'll be no bite of trying to stick the ball in the net. Going to come through, comes off the back of Wilkie. Celtic just launch it clear. Stuart Duff has got to go back into the danger area. Wilkie stayed forward, comes through to John Daly. That's the equaliser! United level in injury time against Celtic. It's John Daly's first goal for United. On the basis of play, it's no less than they deserve.
Scott, can I just say, pick that one out. When the ball came forward there, Lee Wilkie went up. The ball went over his head, you thought the chance was lost. Daly's controlled it, and from 20 yards, rifled it past the statuesque Boric in the Celtic goal. Brilliant stuff.
Cometh the hour, cometh the man, and John Daly. And sure, it's been a psychological factor for him that he's not managed to find the net since joining from Hartlepool. And well, you wondered whether it would be something that came off him and went in, or he didn't have a time to react to give him his first goal. He had plenty of time to think about that one, controlled it, and really the technique was spot on as he fired it into the bottom corner. Celtic set to go a fourth game without a victory. They've broken their scoring drought, courtesy of a debatable free kick. But there really will be concern again for the Celtic fans. But their team have really been second best in this game. And the equaliser, as I said, no less than United has deserved.
Celtic have had 2 or 3.
And there goes Ian Bryan's whistle. It's a point for Craig Levein. But Celtic support are not too pleased from what they've seen. United, a good first half. They're the better side in the opening period. Conceded the goal 3 minutes into the second half. Venagura Hesselink won a free kick.
Nakamura stepped up to put it into the net. Perhaps Derek Stilly could have done better. United after that were really untroubled again. Barry Robson sent off for a loss of discipline close to the end, and just when it looked like the chances had gone, up stepped John Daly, controlled the flick on from Wilkie and dispatched it into the bottom corner from more than 20 yards. The point that United have deserved, the point they'll send the Arabs home happy with what they've seen. The progress continues, and the final score at Tannadice: Dundee United 1, Celtic 1. Jimmy Calderwood made 3 changes to the Aberdeen team as he sought to build on a record of losing only 2 of the last 12 home games. Michael Hart and Ricky Foster returned from suspension. They replaced Xander Diamond and Dan Smith, while Steve Lovell came in for the injured Gary Dempsey. Craig Levein also made 3 changes. Back came Christian Calvinas and Noel Hunt from suspension. Greg Cameron also in. Barry Robson missed out through suspension. Stuart Duff dropped to the bench, and Stevie Robb missed out through injury. Today's match referee was Mike Tumulty. So Aberdeen get us underway. United looking to build. Last away match for them ended in a 4-0 victory at Tynecastle. Now they'll be looking for something similar this afternoon. Here's an Aberdeen side still in the hunt for a Champions League place. Gomez finds Colin Samuel. Samuel goes by Michael Hart. Colin Samuel in the area. That's a penalty. 25 seconds in. He got away with it at Tannadice earlier this season. This time, Michael Hart doesn't get away with it. Colin Samuel stripped him for pace. Mike Tumulty, no hesitation in pointing to the spot. And John Daly will take the spot kick. Chance for United in the opening minute for John Daly. He's done it! United with a lead inside 58 seconds. And after what was deemed a scoring drought, John Daly has 2 in 2 games now. The perfect start for Craig Levein's side. And the United fans very encouraged by the start that their team's made. Daly leading with the arm, says the referee. Here's Considine. Now Richie Byrne. Mackey flicked on. Drops for Mark Kerr. Now Greg Cameron. Here's Christian Calvinas. Calvinas driving forward. And Samuel again. And again looking to go past Michael Hart. Colin Samuel. He's looked up for it in the early minutes. Hart with the crossfield ball. Here's Darren Mackey. Into Severin. Considine gives it back to Scott Severin. United looking to close him down, and Cameron slightly late with the challenge. Aberdeen will get the free kick. Severin may be shaping up for a shot here. It's touched to the side by Clark. Severin with the shot. Deflected and in. Claimed by Steve Lovell. Severin's arm went up, but Steve Lovell ran away. Arm aloft to the Aberdeen fans. Free scoring start at Pittodrie. 6 minutes on the clock. It's now Aberdeen 1, Dundee United 1. Craig Brewster with the throw. Gets it back from Foster. There's Ricky Foster once again. Onto his left foot. Goes in the area. Tripped. And that's a penalty.
David McCracken pleads his case to Mike Tumulty. Foster looked to keep his footing for a step before he went down. The referee thought there was enough in the challenge to impede the Aberdeen man. And we have a second penalty inside 8 minutes. Dave McCracken's going to pick up a booking for dissent. And Darren Mackey with the ball on the spot, looking for his 11th goal of the season against Derek Silly. The man tasked with stopping it for United. Mackey safely into the corner of the net. With 8 minutes gone. It's now Aberdeen 2, United 1. What a turnaround in fortunes. And once again, it's set pieces that have cost United dear. Lovell into the area, trying to go round Mark Carr. United midfielder stood up to it well. Severin driving forward into the area. Great challenge from Sean Dillon. Terrific defending from Sean Dillon at right back there, sensing the danger as Severin went through. Stuck a leg out on the slide. Greg Cameron spreads it wide. Christian Calvin is coming forward again. United looking to try and get the fullbacks forward. Samuel hauled back by Michael Hart. That's twice now Hart's been guilty of a shirt pull and Colin Samuel. Very lenient refereeing from Mike Tumulty. Could easily have booked Hart at the penalty, and he's let him away with another one there. Sean Dillon who'll swing the free kick in. To the front post, no Hunt! Hunt's on the mark again. No Hunt for United, equalises. And 4 goals inside the first 13 minutes. United back level again. Noel Hunt with his 10th of the season. He's into double figures alongside Barry Robson. And it's been end-to-end stuff at Pittodrie. Fantastic game so far. Tough battles all across the pitch this afternoon. It's another one on United's right there. Noel Hunt and Richie Byrne know each other well from their time at Dunfermline. 2 Irishmen coming up against one another. And it's another Irishman, John Daly, who's impeded trying to get that one. United have the free kick. Greg Cameron spreads it wide. Great ball early to Calvinas. Cross comes in. Hunt's at the back post. Nods it back across. Anderson away. There's Greg Cameron! Terrific strike! United ahead again. Greg Cameron back in the team, and he thumped that one in. Inside 18 minutes. Greg Cameron's first of the season. And it's Aberdeen 2, Dundee United 3. What an amazing first half of football we're seeing here at Pittodrie. 5 goals inside the opening 18 minutes. Brewster checked by Calvinas, but Brewster then with the arm across the Norwegian fullback. Force of Craig Brewster's left arm certainly felt by Christian Calvinas that time. And Jeff Clark out with the magic sponge, and well, I have to say I find that quite bizarre. A booking for Christian Calvinas. He did no more than run into the path of Craig Brewster. Move into the final few seconds of regulation time in the first half. We'll see what the fourth officials board says for time added on. Foster's kept that in on the far side. Cross into the middle, Brewster again. And a coming together between Brewster and Kerr. Well, Brewster getting himself worked up. He's a competitive player, Craig Brewster. And somebody who likes taking the professional approach to trying to use every advantage. And frustration will be creeping in with the side losing. Noel Hunt having a friendly word with him. And the referee has got the notebook out. And it's a yellow card for Craig Brewster, and Mark Kerr is also going to get booked. Well, nothing more than handbags. Derek Stilley will be the next person to get booked if he doesn't calm down pretty quickly. Stilley incensed that there appeared to be a movement of the head by Brewster towards Kerr. It's going straight to Scott Severin. McCracken, strength shown, trying to win it from Brewster. It's come for Chris Clark. And now Darren Mackey. Mackey chips into the area. Stilley parries. McCracken with a great challenge. It looked like it was going to be a tap-in for Chris Maguire. Not long after coming on, it would have been virtually his first touch. McCracken throwing his body in. Camera flicks on. Considine gets his foot in there. Daly looking to get it under control. Considine takes it away from him. Kerr steps in. Hunt can get onto the end of this one. It's Noel Hunt. Goes around the keeper. Blocked off by two Aberdeen defenders. Legally, in the opinion of the referee. Just got crowded out. Noel Hunt. There was no question of offside. He found himself in the right place at the right time to run onto it. Great work from John Daly. Now Gomez. Hunt with the shots. It's off the post. Greg Cameron with the second of the afternoon. United 4-2 ahead. 6th minute of the second half. Hunt couldn't quite convert the chance a minute earlier. This time he shaped up the shot and went across Jamie Langfield, came off the post, and Greg Cameron had followed it in. Great instinct shown by Cameron. His second of the afternoon. It's Aberdeen 2, Dundee United 4. Knocked down for Foster. And then Levein, now Brewster. Saved by the legs of Derek Stilley. Brewster looking to get on the score sheet against United. Stilley stood up and watched it well. And the United fans who have given vocal backing again this afternoon, singing their team to the final whistle. And there goes the final whistle. Another tremendous performance from United. May not have been silky football from both sides at all times in the first half, but it was hugely entertaining. United ahead in 58 seconds through John Daly's penalty. Aberdeen hit back. Steve Lovell and Darren Mackey penalty had them ahead inside 10 minutes. But United weren't behind for long. Noel Hunt's header levelled the scoreline. Greg Cameron lashed the shot in off the bar. United at 3-2 ahead at the break, and Cameron picked up his second of the afternoon 6 minutes into the second half after Noel Hunt had hit the post. United killed the game off successfully after that. Never looked in doubt that they'd take the points in the final score at Pittodrie. Aberdeen 2, Dundee United 4.
Well, there's obviously a lot of big ambitions. We want to get the club where it should be, and that's in the top 6 of the league. Obviously, I've got a personal ambition to play Scotland or what have you, maybe even go and play at the highest level. But I don't think a club like Dundee United would sign you on a 4.5-year contract if you never had massive ambition, but that's my main aim, to get the club up where it belongs and try and improve myself as a player. I think I've probably one of the highest scoring midfielders in the country, but I think it's been disappointing that I never got included, even at least in the B squad, because I've played 2 B internationals last season. I haven't been playing as well then as I was now, so it was a bit disappointing in that way, but to be honest with you can't do nothing about it. I mean, you've just got to try and play your club football the way it's been going, but there's always room for improvement, and that's what I hope to do over the remainder of my contract here. As a football player, you should never stop improving, never stop learning. That's the first thing you learn when you become a football player. You'll learn and hopefully get better every year, and I should be just coming into my prime now, and if you look after yourself properly, which I have done, you should be playing your best football 31, 32 these days, especially because myself, I late developed in the game. It took my body longer than a lot of people's to develop, so hopefully there's a lot of good years ahead of me at Dundee United, and hopefully we can take it from there. It doesn't matter where you're playing or who you're playing for, or even in a bounce game in training, it's great to score goals like that, but for me, yeah, it's great you scored the goal or what have you, but 3 points is the most important thing for me as a captain of the club as well. I've got to make sure that we win games on the park, and delighted that I got that good goal, but doesn't really mean that much to me. The 3 points mean the whole lot to me, you know. When you come to a club like Dundee United, it's a massive football club, and it's a good honour to get that captaincy, but it doesn't put any added pressure on me as a person. I feel as though you need to go out every game and give 100% and then try and improve in your displays for the week before, and you should do that no matter if you're a captain or if you're just a normal player. So it hasn't made any much difference to me, and when you play for a football club, you have to give your all for the football club, and that's what I do every week. I remember the first season I was here, there was a great connection with the fans. I thought it was brilliant, but there's times when it takes you a while to adjust to a football club, and I've always had a good relationship with the fans for the day I came in here, and that's something that I've enjoyed, and maybe because of this season I've scored so many goals just because they maybe sung your name a couple of times more, but I've always had a good relationship. That's never been a problem. But I think even last season I thought I had a good season, but nothing was mentioned the same, because I would work 11 times, and people forget that. They think, oh yeah, he was alright last season, but maybe he's been a lot better this season. If that 11 goals had went in last season, I'd be saying I was just as good last season. So that's a fine line you're drawn between. But with the fans, I've always had a good rapport with them, and if you give your all, which I do in every game, they'll always appreciate you. I've spoke to the manager in depth about where he'd like to play me. Obviously he likes to play me wide because he likes to get the good deliveries in the box. There's not a lot of players that have got great delivery in the game, especially from wide areas and left sided areas. It's few and far between. It's been said a lot throughout my career that I should have played in the centre from earlier in my career, but when you are decent at crossing it, I've always seemed to play wide because the delivery I can put in from there, and that's where you get goals. But to be honest with you, I mean, I enjoy playing in the middle. You can get involved a lot more, and sometimes when you play in the wing, you can get the ball 4 or 5 times. That's it and a half, and everybody says, "Oh, you're inconsistent. You never played well." And you say, "Well, how can you play well when you don't get a lot of the ball?" But when you're in the middle of the park, you can get a lot more involved. Not saying that you're on the ball constantly, but you can maybe dictate things a wee bit better from in there. But I enjoy playing. I actually enjoy playing the right hand side, cutting in on my left foot as well. So as long as it's up top at the end of the park, I enjoy playing quite a few of them. But whatever it's going to benefit the team's the main thing. I got on very well with him. I've had a lot of conversations in depth with him about staying at the football club and where he wants to take it and where I want to go in my career, and we both felt that this club needs lifted and it needs to be up where it should be, and the both of us have very similar ambitions in the game, and I thought it was fair to say he was close to getting the Scotland job as well, and it would have been very, very disappointing, but he was a big factor in me staying at the football club. Although the fans as well is a huge pull for me, the way the fans have treated me as well, it would be very, very hard to leave the football club. I'm delighted to be here, and I give everything for Dundee United, and I'll continue to do that. If I could be here the rest of my career, I don't know. But as a manager, I think being linked in the Scotland job is a massive thing, and you don't get linked with them if you're a bad manager. And I think the results in the park have shown that. Well, I think the SPL's underestimated for a start. I mean, people from England always want to have a pop at it, but how many players have come up from England and struggled badly? That's the thing I think about. And they say, yeah, it's very physical down in England and that. I don't think there's teams going to be any fitter than what there is up here in Scotland. You've got a lot of big fit boys pressing the ball all over the park. So I think the SPL's it's a decent standard. It's not in the same league as the Premiership, but as the Championship goes in England, I mean, I don't think it's any better down there than what it is here. And I just wish there would be a lot more fans would turn out, especially at Dundee United when we went to the cup final and there's 20,000 there, and you just wonder where are they. Obviously we need to do it in the park. We can't expect them to come if we're not doing the business, but the more fans is here, the more players are, the more that rallies around, an atmosphere, and it makes everything so much better. And I think maybe that's the difference between the SPL and England is the fan base. But to be honest with you, I think the SPL is a decent standard. You've got teams like Hearts, Rangers, Celtic, Hibs are playing very well. There's lots of boys moving down to England doing well, and I think it's going from strength to strength at the moment. Obviously we'd like to add a few more teams to make the league bigger, but I don't know if there's any other clubs that's big enough to do that. You know, that's maybe the only problem.
What about the splits sort of coming up soon? What's your thoughts on the league split?
Well, for me, I don't think it's a good idea. Maybe people think it makes it a bit more competitive towards the end of the season. I don't think it's a good idea. I just think you should play the normal league the whole way through, and that's the bottom line. I don't know where the Premier League get that idea from, but it's everybody to their own, everybody's opinions, but that's my opinion. Yeah. I've played against a lot of good players. I could never pick someone out just directly. You know, you've played against some great players at Celtic, against some great players at Rangers, and pre-season friendlies against teams like Bolton and all these guys, and I've played against a lot of top players, and I don't think there's ever been anyone. It's obviously I've played against players that have been outstanding, but you couldn't really pick someone that is going to has a thorn in your side if you want all the time, because you've played against so many good players. So I couldn't really put my finger on that one for you.
You just like to think that there's maybe guys out there that'll answer Barry Robson.
Well, probably not, no. Probably not, but it doesn't bother me. It's all about winning on a Saturday for me, and that's the main thing in my mind. I think at the start it was very disappointing. I think even under Craig Brewster, we picked up too many draws, which was disappointing, and obviously Craig moved on, which was disappointing as well, because he's such a hero with the fans as well for his goal in the cup final. It was disappointing, but I think the chairman made a change because he felt it was right for the football club, and I think since Craig Levein's came in, we've just went on to a total different level, and it's been noticeable in the performances. And I think, I don't know how many, 8-9 games we've won under him, and there's been a lot more games that we could have done a lot better in, and you just wonder sometimes if maybe Craig Levein had been here from the start of the season, we maybe would have been up there chancing the top 6. But yeah, hindsight's a great thing. I mean, everybody says that, and but we weren't far away under Craig Brewster for a while there at the start of the season either, and we turned them into wins. You never know what would have happened. We're not trying to look down below us now. It's up and forward. We don't want to set any targets. Let's try and see if we can get the club right lifted and everything around the place going again, and that's the main aim of every player in the staff at this football club.
Barry Robson. Robson on the turn and the shot just over the bar. Hush of silence around Parkhead. Far post, Barry Robson's in there, the header gives United the lead. It's Barry Robson, 5th strike of the season for United skipper. Jubilation among the United fans.
Excellent cross, excellent header. I mean, there's no more that can be said, but it's no more than United deserved. I mean, I think on the balance of play, United leads is about right.
Barry Robson, number 11.
Hat-trick! Barry Robson had a few long-range efforts. Now he strikes a penalty. Yes! And that's the lead for United. The skipper's done it again. Stephen Robb with a run. Finds Robson. Barry Robson gets shot. It's a goal for United. 32 minutes into the second half, Barry Robson found space to get the shot away. A terrific bending effort beyond Chris Smith. Shades of his first goal at Love Street earlier in the season. Robson to hit it. Swerves, it's in the net!
Great goal, get in there.
It was a good hit by Barry Robson. The bend deceived Tony Bullock.
We started off not too bad, you know, away result at Royal, second game kind of turned line for us, you know what I mean. Then we went away again to Kilmarnock and had a massive dog after half an hour and we held our own, you know, so it looked decent to start, like, and then we kind of fell away for a bit. Things were happening on and off the pitch, like, and the gaffer at the time got the sack, and obviously the new gaffer's come in, like, and things have been a lot better. So yeah, it's definitely on the up, like, you know. It's been good, like, for me, as in, like, scoring wise, you know what I mean, like, with the ability to have it wide, like, it's great for a striker in the box, and like the boys have done really well for me, like, so I can be happy with the boys and myself, you know. I'd still rather more goals, like, as I've landed when I scored at Motherwell, one of their boys fell awkward on my ankle, and it was a total accident. The other boy had lost his balance and he was falling into me, and whatever way he fell, it just ruptured and tore the ligaments around the inside and outside of my ankle, like, so it was a serious one, like, and the gaffer was trying to play it down, like, and, you know, keep the pressure off, but right, like, I should only be training like another, like, 2 weeks ago, like, I mean, start back trying to play now, like, but we've pushed it back with Jeff and that, you know, the phys has done well for us. If we're being honest about, like, Big Lee Wilkie, I always thought that about when we played against him, like, he's so big, and I'm not the biggest at all, like, you know, and it was just such a nightmare to play against him, like, because people think, like, he's just big and awkward, but he's not, like, he's got everything, like, he's got good feet, like, he's good passing, he's strong, big, good in the air, he's got everything to be a footballer, like, do you know what I mean? And now that he's playing with us, it's a bonus that we don't have to come up against him. Like, but we get the benefits from him as well, as you've seen like over the last few weeks. He's a top player. I remember I played for Shamrock Rovers back in Ireland, and I scored my first goal for them, like my first season, and it was 2 or 3 games before I scored. Like, and you know the gaffer was saying it'll come, like, and it was against Dundee in the cup, and I've done it, and I didn't know what I'd done. I just didn't know, like, whatever way it happened, at the spur of the moment, I just thrown it in, like, and I had to look over it again on the tape at night, like, to see it. And I was like, I don't believe I just done that. So that's where it's come from, and like I just ended up keeping it, you know. I love it. To be honest, I didn't do a lot of gymnastics and that. Like, I used to do a lot of stupid stuff though, like run and jump off houses and stuff, like that kind of stuff. I did, like, and I did do a lot of judo and stuff, which is probably where like the athletics, the bendiness, and that like has come from. You know what I mean? Like, I've done that for a couple of years, like 3 or 4 years, like, and I was pretty good at it. So I think like the break or fall and stuff, you know, has helped me. When the boys come in, it's so strange because like the 3 of us know each other. The 3 of us have played together, trained together. You know what I mean? Like in some stage or form, but never once at the same time. Like, have the 3 of us been together? Like, and like I was with John, in the Irish squads, but when Sean came back from Villa, he was with Rovers for a little while, like, and he trained with us, and we got on great. Like, you know what I mean? So it was just it's kind of weird the way it happened, like, but it's special as well. You know, I can't wait for the boys. A pair, me and John are a team, yeah. We're unbeatable at the moment, like, but you know, there's number 1 and 2 seeds, which is Barry Robson and Levein. We haven't played them yet, but we're working our way up. Like, I reckon we're up there, definitely number 2 seeds at the moment. So we're going to challenge them soon before the end of the season. Hopefully we're going to leave it just so near the end of the season, because if we win, like, we can leave it for the
champions over the summer.
Yeah, we were champions over the summer, exactly. I can remember, like, see when I came when we were going first to we're going to grounds and that, like, I was like, yeah, this is a decent nap. But the first one that I really noticed was this one, because it's like when I was at home as a young boy, I played in orange and black. Right. Do you know what I mean? Like, and for some reason I always said that I'd like to play up here. Like, do you know what I mean? It wasn't something that I thought about back then, like, but I was like, yeah, I'd fancy playing here. Like, do you know what I mean? The ground is lovely, and there's a great atmosphere every time you play here. You know, down at the back goal is brilliant. The fans are, like, I think our fans are brilliant, you know what I mean? Like, really, really good. Probably like the best I've been with, like, and to score down to that end is a dream, like, do you know what I mean? It's into the home fans, like, and it's the way we like to play, you know. And if we get a goal in the first half, like, we're sure to get a goal in the second half, like, going down the way, like, because the confidence will be flying. But even if we go in 0-0 at half time, like, or 1-0 down, God forbid, like, we know, like, we've got a great chance of scoring down that way, like, because it is something that attracts the players, like, that. Yeah, we're right up for it into the second half, like. No, I don't know, there's a few, like, there was the one against Kilmarnock there, when it was the gaffer's first game, the one against Celtic there, and you've got the one at Ibrox. There are 3 that just stick into my mind that were good goals, good strikes, you know what I mean? I think the one at Ibrox was my best strike, well, no, my second best strike. I think the Kilmarnock one was, but the score against Celtic is special, like, in Rangers for me, like, so it has to be one of them too. You know, you couldn't get a stronger man. Everyone has respect for him. Like, he knows his stuff. You know, he's really, really good. Like, and everyone he says, like, I just try and take in and do, like, cause you know it's important that you trust the manager 100%. Like, and with him and Husty, like, if they tell me to do something, I try and do it, like, cause I know it's the right thing, and it's paid off for me 3 or 4 times for goals. You know what I mean? Like, they'll tell me a weakness, and if I go on it, like, it happens. So yeah, I think they're really good for the club. I don't know, you know, it makes it interesting, especially at the bottom 6. But the likes of this year, when people, you know, like Celtic are that far ahead, and they've got like 2 or 3 games left before they're split, even to win the league, like. But for the likes of Dunfermline and St Mirren, and you know, they have to play each other again twice, and there's 7-8 points between them. It's massive for them, you know what I mean? It makes it that a bit interesting, but it's the only league in the world that does it, you know what I mean? Like, so sometimes it doesn't feel right, you know.
Is Backflip Boy here?
Comes by request from our great gymnast friends who are here.
Oh, is this what they requested?
I do, you know.
Excellent. Well, no, hold on. Now, I understand, do you have the Backflip Boy with you? Yeah, come on, let's see one. Come on. Where is he? Come on, show us one.
Back to goal, Hunt with the shot. It's a goal for United!
They used to call me Tigger and that, you know, back home, because I jump about a lot.
It's not worth having friends who are gymnasts if they can't do a backflip
Wait,
during
are
a
you?
show.
Please don't hit anything.
Oh, I'm going to heaven, definitely. I'm an angel.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking.
I want to have the team along, you know, and up the table. And keep us going, you know, get us from underachieving, as what people are saying here, and get us up in the top 6 and, you know, get us all working well.
I would laugh at Noel Hunt's jokes if I could understand what he's saying, because he just rabbits on for 100 miles an hour. I just kill myself laughing. And then he says, look, you're laughing at being serious there. I just can't.
That's funny. Is Backflip Boy here?
Is it as good a goal as he scored, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I've just connected well with him. Like, I got a decent one against Ibrox as well, against Rangers. But you know, I think that's one for the scrapbook. You know.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking.
Then there's Hunt with a header, and that's the equaliser for United. Noel Hunt with his first goal at Tannadice.
You can have you and just say Big John Svensson.
Very strong.
Big John Martin Svensson.
That's funny.
I'm still playing football. I'm conning everybody. That'll do for me, like.